Welcome to another discussion with the MR.NOLDS organization. I am Arnold Michelle, and today we have a special guest with us in the building. I will allow him to introduce himself.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Hernan for inviting me here today. My name is Wilkie Kachus. I'm a realtor right now. I'm also a broker associate, and I'm just here to, impart as much knowledge as I can, and and just get it going.
All right, and of course we got, we can't forget about Devin, another part of the board of the organization. Well, today we're going to be talking about group economics. To me, I think group economics is when a group of people come together to put their mind, ideas, and also their finance together to achieve a bigger financial goal. Mm-hmm. So, what is like your definition of group economics?
Just me being from like the real estate aspect. There's something called joint venture where it's just pretty much where like a group of people. Like it could be realtors. It could be, like on sellers and buyers, where they just pretty much put their minds together, put their income together to purchase one certain development. There's also been times where, like let's say like a mall complex, let's say like a mall, mm-hmm. where like a group of agents or like investors may just team up together to purchase that mall, because not a lot of times one person can have let's say $1 million or so, but let's say if like 5 people come together, 50,000, 100,000, 20,000, we put our minds together, we can purchase that property.
One of the ways I remember I was introduced to it was me and my friends, I could say going back, like, let's say when I was like not 20 years old, people used to always, we used to always see people asking to borrow money. So at that time, I had a friend, and whenever someone would ask me to borrow money, let's say $1,000 at that time. And if I didn't have $1,000, I'd be like, hey, you have 500, I have 500. Mm-hmm. Let's put it together, we make 1,000. We let this person borrow it, mm-hmm. and then we get in, let's just say 10% mm-hmm. on that 1,000, mm-hmm. and that's $100.
I got a question, like, what if everybody's goals is different?
Okay, you want to answer that? Like,
so you're saying if like everybody's goal is different,
like your friends or the people around you?
Yeah, everybody's just different. Everybody got different things they want to invest in.
Well, like a lot of times, in order for group economics to work, it has to be almost like a one goal. If the goal is to buy a house, like a property, investment property, like whatever it is, it has to be one specific goal, because group economics won't work if like everybody's not on the same page.
Yeah, definitely. Let's say the goal is to invest, right? Mm-hmm. You have a common goal to invest. Now, what to invest in? Mm-hmm. That has to be also common, because you can't have 10 things unless you guys already all have a lot of money, mm-hmm. but then there'll be no need to do the group economics. Mm-hmm. But if y'all starting off, you guys got to come together. Okay, are we going to invest in real estate? Yeah. Are we going to use this money to invest in a business? Are we going to put it in a let's say a different financial market? Mm-hmm. So where you're going to invest, you guys have to have that idea. So you see, most of the time, when I participate in group economics, I normally bring up the idea. Like I said this, I think a few weeks ago, or I think I mentioned this already. Like I'm always looking for different ways to invest my money, mm-hmm. and I don't let money like limit me to what I can do, because I know I can always just ask different people. So I'll normally, before I even get my friends together, I'll have the idea. Hey guys, I found this new opportunity where we can buy this and this, and if we buy this and this, we can flip it to make this and this. So they don't have to worry about, what are we gonna invest in? And this person's like, I like I don't know, sports cars. I like real estate. Because then now you have another problem.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna find a group, you wanna already have what you're looking towards. You did your research and you bring it. Yeah. Another thing I heard when you talk, when we talk in our community, especially low income communities, is like, man, how about if the people I'm around, they're not down for that. Mm-hmm. And I always say, if y'all have no money, and you bring an opportunity for them mm-hmm. to invest, like the little that you do got, mm-hmm. and they say, nah, bro, I'd rather go buy this. You're around the wrong people.
Exactly.
Whenever you're trying to do something, money should never be an issue. Mm-hmm. Money should never be an issue, because if you understand how group economics work, like, whether you have to find 5, 10, 15 people to come together for that goal that you have financially, mm-hmm. it should be possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. is whenever you're investing, especially if you're a young investor, you don't want to just invest in yourself and put all in. Why? Because if you put everything in, that means if there's a loss, all the losses fall on you. But if, let's say, you come in with a group of friends, the loss is always smaller when you go in as a group. But if you go in by yourself, you taking all the losses.
And the thing about group economics is everybody's doing it. Like people like Jeff Bezos, like the way he started Amazon, it's through putting, you know, like different people together and coming, you know, for like one common goal. So, you know, like a lot of people may feel like, oh, you know, like I'm asking people for money. I'm asking, you know, like I'm asking my homeboy. I feel like I'm begging people, but it's not necessarily begging. It's just, you know, putting your mind together.
You're giving them an opportunity.
Exactly. You're also giving them an opportunity to make money as well. So let's say you have the idea, right? And let's say you have the idea, but we all have the money. So exactly. So like group economics can also work like that as well, because like we can also make money off of your idea.
They call it the play. You gotta play. You want to run the play by yourself, because it's like, yo, if I run it by myself, all the money comes to me.
Exactly.
But I think God created us to work with each other. That's why sometimes, you have the money, but you won't have the idea. Sometimes I'll have the idea, but I don't have the money. Or I can have the money and the idea, but there's a certain connection that only you have. So when we work with each other, things get done much quicker, much faster, and more
efficient.
Brother Devin,
it's better than going to the bank, because you go to the bank, it's not a guarantee you're gonna get approved. Say you want to invest into a property, a duplex. A duplex costs $300,000. You going there by yourself, the bank don't see you not making enough bread, they gonna deny you. So instead of you going to the bank, and let's say 80% of the time you probably gonna get denied from the bank. You going to your friends, you know the money is there with your friends. You go to them, you see that everybody can benefit. You probably would got a 95% chance that everybody's gonna say yes. Some people are gonna say no. That's probably people, either they don't have the bread, or their mind just not there yet.
That's true.
Hey, see, great point there. The bank. We ain't even talk about the bank. A lot of times, we hear all the time that there's certain like restrictions when it comes to like even investing in certain neighborhoods. Like certain loans are get turned down because of the neighborhood or because of ethnicity. A lot of time we complain so much about like, I don't know, racism and things like that. And racism will never be right. But we have to figure out what are the things we can do to go against that. So if the banks are not trying to approve you, whether it's because of your credit, your color, or the neighborhood that's on your license or your ID, you talk to your friends, you get together, they're not thinking how the bank thinking. We grew up with each other, we know each other, so you know what? You have 10,000, I have 10,000, you have 10,000, we all put it together and we do something with it. The bank is not that familiar with you. And the bank is not supposed to be your friend anyway. So the bank is in the business is in to profit for itself, to make money. Sometimes you gotta be real with yourself and hear the thoughts that goes on in your head, and that's the only time you can catch yourself. Cause even amongst my friends sometimes, of course, as you change your habits, it don't happen as often. But I remember a while back, maybe like 3-4 years ago, whenever I used to get ideas, I'm like, I'm gonna just do it, but I'm not gonna put none of them on yet. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna figure it out. And then when it's working for me, then I'm gonna put them on. And then it's like, it was one time I felt like God was speaking to me like, do you know, as your friends grow financially or like as they get better, it actually benefits you. And I was like, huh? Like, it don't make no sense. Because this was during my prayer time. Because God had asked me to pray for one of my friends at that time. That was about like 4 or 5 years ago. God was like, pray for that guy. It was a guy. He was like, pray for him that he get double what you get. And I was like, heck no. I mean, that's just, I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. But then as I was praying, God was like showing me like, as he get blessed, you get blessed. And I'm seeing it little by little, because as the person get blessed, it do bless me. Because let's say now when it's my birthday, I went from like $5 gifts to maybe a $50 gift to maybe a $100 gift. And then now when we go out to eat, I don't gotta pay all the time. Or you know? So yeah, as the people around you get blessed, you get blessed.
It definitely starts with like your mindset.
It's a mindset.
I remember like Pastor Greg said one time that, you know, that you can only make it so far alone. You know, like a lot of times you need somebody. Like even throughout the Bible, like let's take an example, Adam. Adam needed Eve to be the type of person that you know, like God wanted him to be. Yeah. It's just like, you know, like marriage. You know, marriage. Sometimes you need that significant other to also level up in areas where you need to be. Yeah.
What do you do if, like, you come up with an idea and you bring it to somebody, but they don't want to say no, they say yeah, but they're uncomfortable about it, like they're unsure.
I mean, I feel like if you walk up to somebody with an idea and they're unsure, I feel like the best thing to do is just to go pray about it. I believe that you know that God can send somebody else that may have that, you know, that may agree with that idea.
I want to add on to what he's saying. Sometimes who you go for isn't even the person that's meant for it to happen. It can be the next person. You don't know who somebody else knows. Like there's certain things that I tried to learn on myself, but it didn't nearly flourish until I talked to her about it. There's certain things that I personally want to achieve, but it's the next person that you speak to that's gonna help you achieve that. Because you don't know who knows who. So like in the same sense, it's like you tell us one person the idea, right, and they may not be able to achieve it, but the next person that they know is the person that gets the goal done.
Like I think Jeff Bezos said something about like he brought his idea to a couple people and nobody wanted to get in on it.
Because it's because they didn't see the vision.
Exactly.
So I feel like even to what he was saying, like he kind of presented his idea to the person that he wanted to involve within what he wanted to do, but he just didn't see. I just feel as if like, you know, it's just to what you were saying, like seeing the vision. Like what's
the vision must be seen.
You can't force someone to see the vision.
You can't.
Like
how, that's what I was about to ask though. How do you go on about that if nobody can really see what you're trying to present?
But you could tell who sees you. Like there's certain people, right? When you speak to them, you can tell off the jump. When they have that.
Somebody will see them.
You'll feel that connection by their response, by their body language, all that.
Somebody will see them.
Because if you are telling a bunch of people your vision and no one connecting, then there's a problem with your vision.
Yeah, with your vision.
I don't want to say that because
that as well.
Well, yeah. Let me not say it's a problem. Because it could be. Let's say God have it only a rare group of people would know that just don't keep working it by yourself, but don't never stop spreading it. Because one day somebody or the people that's supposed to hear it, they're gonna connect with you. The problem is our pride. We want our name. We want our face.
We want it to be.
With group economics, it's not about our name. It's not about your name. It's not about your face. That's why it's called group. It's not about the I, it's about the we. Same thing with the organization. God blessed me with the vision. But I can tell you, if it was just me by myself, we probably wouldn't even have like not even a table. We probably wouldn't even have a chance to sit on.
And that's the thing, like you understood that you couldn't do it by yourself.
I couldn't do it by myself.
You understood that you're more powerful with others around you.
Yes, because a lot of people they're so infatuated with being seen, being recognized. That their vision that they had never come to life.
Exactly.
Because instead of either letting other people come in and putting hands on it, it's like, nah, it's me. Because then sometimes there's going to be some people, either you got to share ownership or you're going to have to share part of the profit and the credibility too. And they don't want that. It's like, yo, me. And then another problem, because there are some who do let people come in, but then when other people come in, it's like, you make it seem like it's you alone.
Until we break all that, we will forever be divided. Yeah. So, you know, like we'll forever be divided and we won't ever, you know, elevate the way that we need to elevate if we don't come together.
Yeah. I feel like
go ahead. We're gonna after that.
I had a good example of like recently of like I'm a photographer, so I'm a creator. So I have a project that I've been doing called Perfect Window Makeup, right? I started it probably like maybe last year sometime. And around that time when I was writing stuff down, thinking about the idea and stuff like that, I'm thinking like, dang, okay. Because the idea consists of me interviewing people, photographing them, and I wanted to do video interviews. I'm a photographer. I have no video experience at all. Right? I have no video experience at all, but I'm like, bro, this is a perfect opportunity for me to include video into like my workflow and like for me to learn. But I came to a bump in the road several times. Where like one time I was editing a video, right, and Herman had said something to me. He's like, he saw a video. He was like, yo, do you think like how do you? He looked at the video like, do you think like this draw people? Like, would it keep you? Because you know, people's attention spans are slow. Well, are low. Are low. So in 10 seconds, if they're not interested, they're gone. Yeah. So that's one incident for me. I mean, like that's one incident for me. Well, led up to what I'm about to say in a few minutes. Like me realizing that I can't do it myself. So that's one instance. Another instance is I was here with Stein. And mind you, I've been editing the video for probably 2 months. Literally.
Yeah. A 1 minute clip.
Literally, bro.
That's crazy.
So I was over here, I was like, you know what, bro? It made me think about what he said. He was like, dang, he is right. Like, it's not interesting enough. And I was like, yo, because Stein is a videographer. I was like, yo, Stein, tell me what you think of this video. So he told me, he was like, you think I need some B-roll and stuff like that. And so we was doing some couple of little stuff like, and then we added like a music insert, like an instrumental. We put an instrumental on it. It sounds way better. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? At the end of the day, whatever you do, the group is what pushes the vision forward. Yeah. At the end of the day, the group is what pushes the vision forward. Like the project could be way more ahead if I stuck to the group, like knowing the power of a group. You know what I mean?
So we're gonna wrap it up, and to wrap it up, like I said we were discussing group economics, and group economics. You know, you can only go so far by yourself, but how far you can go with a group is endless. So, but do your research. Whenever it comes to investing and putting money together, just do your research, and yeah, you'll come to realize. Sometimes you probably had to wait 10 years, 5 years to save up, but you could have started today if you got a group of people to come together and put the money. So hey, stop what you're doing. Stop trying to do it by yourself. Look for a group of people that you already see or that you feel that might be on the same, that have the same mindset or on the same path as you, and link up. And I promise you, you'll go a lot further. With them than by yourself if you guys are united. That's it for today. We'll see you guys again for another discussion next week.